What is the meaning of the Russian Armed Forces offensive on New York? The battle for this village is entering a decisive stage, but the purpose for which Russian troops are conducting an offensive here may turn out to be much larger. What are we talking about? New York is a small village 10 kilometers west of Golovka. Here Russian troops have advanced to the center of the settlement in the area of neighboring village Urevka and continue to actively advance from New York. Ukrainian troops have been shelling Golovka and Donetsk since the beginning of the war, so the liberation of the village will significantly improve the security situation for civilians. What is the importance of the village, you may ask? Well, New York and adjacent village of Nelipovka are located less than 5 kilometers from Toretsk, where a large garrison of Ukrainian armed forces is located. At the moment, the Russian army is making its way to Toretsk from two sides, from the east along the T-0516 highway and from the south through New York. Tactically, the assault is carried out in the same way as in Chasiv Yar, and before that in Avdiivka and Artyomovsk, or Bakhmut. The Ukrainian armed forces are being squeezed into pincers and will soon be forced to defend themselves in several directions. The capture of New York will allow us to approach Toretsk from the south and create difficulties for logistics of the Ukrainian armed forces. In addition, the destruction of the Ukrainian army garrison in New York and Toretsk will make it possible to begin the assault on Konstantinovka, an important logistics hub of the Ukrainian armed forces, and one of the supporting cities in the Slavic Kramatorsk agglomeration. In a strategic sense, the New York-Toretsk link is key to the beginning of the erosion of the Ukrainian armed forces' defense on that main sector of the Donbass front. New York in this chain plays the role of the first domino, the fall of which can drag down the remaining areas. In addition, there is a convenient railway line near New York running from Donetsk, along which Russian troops, if necessary, can increase supplies and increase the pace of the offensive. Because if the Russian armed forces control the railway going to the new offensive, they can bring in as many supplies as they want. A problem Ukraine has always faced in Bakhmut, Avdiivka, all of the battles. Ukraine always struggles with supply lines, and their supply lines getting knocked out by the Russians, even in Volchansk. In Volchansk now, the Ukrainian armed forces barely have any supply lines to bring stuff in. They do have them, but they're like roads of death. I know a lot of you people have heard the phrase road of death a few times in the news. This is it.